I am merely saying that I find it inappropriate for you to be selling rope directly next to my practice.
I don't know what you're talking about. I stock nothing but high-quality products. And with all due respect, your clientele seems to feel the same way. Since the Organon destroyed the facade between our businesses, my sales have tripled. I've never had a customer come back with a complaint.
That... no, forget it.
I just did.
Velvety. It flatters the neck. 2 ropes for the price of 1. Classy. I bet they'd look good on gold. Moe's Therapeutic Ropes, the cheaper alternative. Eleganza, the rope for the fashion-conscious woman. Moe's Therapeutic Ropes, the cheaper alternative. Will you look at that? Apparently, the knot will be worn more to the left in the upcoming season.
Ah, I see you are interested in our flyer.
Very much so.
Excellent! You'll find all the important information on our products in there. There's even a small preview of the upcoming winter fashions on the back. If you are subject to winter depression, you should act now. Many models are out of stock during the holidays. What are you doing?
I'm making a paper airplane. What else?
But my beautiful flyer!
Well, we'll see if it's a beautiful flyer in the test flight. Welcome to Morbid Moe's Rope Barn. Yoo-hoo!
Good day to you, sir. Would you like to buy a rope? We have exactly the right rope for every neck.
What are the financing options?
A man with gallows humor. I like that. But we only accept cash, unless, of course, you're participating in our rebate campaign. With 30 points, you get a toaster with a fixture for the bathtub.
Nah, I don't really know. I think I'll take a look around first.
Of course. Take your time, and don't hesitate to ask if you need any help trying something on.
A whole cabinet full of prescription psychotropic drugs. Well, if I can't get Bozo back to his old self with that, I don't know what else to do.
Hands off! The antidepressants are for patients who are not beyond hope.
I'd like a therapy session.
It doesn't work like that. You need a doctor's referral.
Is that really necessary? My family doctor doesn't much like me. The last time I saw him, he locked me up in prison just because I set fire to City Hall.
Uh-huh. Then you're in the right place. That much is sure. But first, you need a referral.
Yeah. All right.
And in the meantime, I'll get a larger notepad.
Is it really that hard to make these things stable? Just FYI, this time I'm breaking it off on purpose. Well, of course, I mean I'm going to adjust it a little bit more. Oopsie. Something's moving back there. It's hard for normal eyes to tell what it is, but I can see it's a blurry blob. No doubt about it. Wait a minute. I know those derelicts. Wait a minute. I know those derelicts. Bambina? Lottie? What are you doing here? And why are you dressed as men?
First of all, these are our uniforms.
We're now officers.
Officers of the Resistance!
Officers. Cute.
Moreover, it's Private Lottie to you now, and Sergeant Bambi.
Sergeant Bambi.
Do you hear that, Lottie?
I think
Rufus is making fun of us, Sergeant!
I think he's looking for a new set of teeth.
Ladies, please stay calm. Don't get your panties in a knot. That causes chafing. Where are the real rebels?
What do you mean, real? Do you think this is a dream or something? Want me to poke you with a needle? I got one right here. I could stick it all the way in if I have to.
No, I meant the true rebels. Janosch, Garlef, Leibold, the old gang, you know.
Oh, them. Janusz is left on a mission, far as I know. Garlef and Leibold are in the camp, right behind that gate.
Huh. Well, they'll have to do for now, then. So you've joined the resistance now, too.
Do you mind?
Of course not, Sergeant. Bambi.
What's so funny about that?
Well, it's funny because you're women. Don't you get it?
Oh, for pity's sake, I always knew you was an idiot. But a sexist idiot?
What? No. It's got nothing to do with sexism. Some things just don't fit together. Women in the resistance. I mean, that's like, putting sombrero on a wombat.
Ho, ho, ho! Sombrero!
You see, even Lottie finds it funny. And I don't think it's because she's prejudiced against toxicants, right?
Never.
Or wombats. Oh, I love wombats. They're so...
They're useful animals!
Exactly, just like women. Attention, superior officer present.
Ah! Where?
Behind you!
Naturally, I was referring to myself, you herbal cannon fodder supplement.
Yeah, right.
We're only taking orders
From our squad leader!
Yeah, well, I don't care who that is. She's under my command as well. I'm the big chief, after all.
Nice try, Rufus, but we know the general, and you're not him.
The what? The general? Squad leaders? Generals? Have I really been gone that long? I don't want to bother you any longer.
Oh, you can't be serious.
All right, I don't have time to bother you any longer.
That's more like it.
Yoo-hoo! Open up!
Yes?
Leibold! What luck? Let me in.
Do I know you?
Excuse me? It's me, Rufus. Come on, you must recognize your leader.
You look like Rufus, but you can't be him. Rufus made it to the upper ascension station with Janosch.
Yeah, but I'm right here.
That's your opinion.
I don't have time for this nonsense. Who's in charge here?
A new leader.
Well, then let me in. I want to talk to him.
No, I can't. How can I be sure you're not an Organon spy?
That takes the cake. After all, I started this rebellion.
Oh, and is there anyone who can attest to that?
You mean besides you?
Yes, precisely. Somebody else has to vouch for you?
Huh. This is a bunch of bureaucratic nonsense. But all right, I'll be right back. And you can get ready to do a few push-ups. I have a doctor's referral.
May I see it? Everything seems to be in order. Please lie down on the couch.
Well, you sure don't waste any time. You could at least put on some romantic music.
Just lie down, okay?
All right.
All right. First, I would like you to tell me why you're here.
So, I've got this friend.
A friend. I see. What's wrong with him?
I don't know. He just lies around all day, doing nothing.
And, according to you, what should he be doing?
Well, something useful for a change, like saving the world, etc.
Saving the world. Don't you think that's asking a bit much in a single person?
Of course, it's practically impossible, but that didn't stop us before. We had many narrow escapes. But now, of all times, so close to victory, boom, count me out, nothing doing.
Well, I can understand your friend pretty well. He's under enormous pressure and probably scared.
Yes, naturally. That sounds like him. Black beard on the outside, yellow liver on the inside.
And quite rightfully so, don't you think? Save the world. That's a huge responsibility.
He can't split himself in three after all.
Exactly.
Unlike me.
As you say, he... say what?
Yeah, I was feeling pretty down myself when there was only one of me.
Whoa! Let's take this slowly.
Actually, that was mainly because of this stressful resurrection business, and of course the fact that I had killed my girlfriend.
I see. One thing at a time. Why, don't you just tell me a little bit about, yourself?
I often have the feeling that I don't belong.
Belong to what?
You know, everything. Deponia.
So you wish you were better integrated?
Jeepers, no. I just want to leave this place. Elysium is where I belong. Unfortunately, getting there is harder than I thought. At least as long as I'm trying to prevent this planet from being blown apart.
I see.
I'm afraid of transforming into someone I don't want to be. I last saw him yesterday when I brushed my teeth.
In the mirror?
Right.
And what's so terrible about him?
Oh, you know, Goal's ex-fiancée is an Elysian. A real sleazebag.
And you feel compelled to take over his role?
Yeah, that's the plan, yes.
And naturally, that makes you feel uncomfortable.
I hate this role.
You are tired of having to pretend.
Yes, exactly.
Wow, I'm impressed. Your use of complex metaphors to describe your inner turmoil is truly remarkable.
Yeah, what complex? But this isn't about metaphors. I'm talking about my evil doppelganger.
I see.
I'm racked with guilt.
Does that have anything to do with the factor that you, killed your girlfriend? Isn't that what you told me earlier?
Nah, it's fine. I revived her. I'm more worried about her going down the drain. She's only a baby.
I see.
I'm plagued by fears of failure. There's so much left to do, and so little time. Even splitting myself in three doesn't seem enough.
But you still seem pretty relaxed to me.
Oh, you thought I was talking about myself. No way. I'm super cool. I was referring to the other two me's.
I'm afraid this is getting a little too cryptic for me. You appear to be under a lot of pressure. Sometimes the best solution is to simply give up. Would that really be the end of the world?
Yes. Are you even listening to me? I was dead.
You mean you had a near-death experience?
Doesn't get any nearer.
What was it like?
Like a nightmare at first. Then I remember a light, and eventually I met my maker.
Really?
Yes, his name is Hermes. Cool guy, actually. Too bad he had to kill himself over me.
I see.
I could tell you about my childhood.
I'd like that, yes.
My foster father was the mayor in our village. At first he took me along to the city hall, but at some points I wasn't allowed back in because I accidentally declared war on the Shrapnel Coast. After that, I was mostly locked up by myself at home.
You didn't have a key?
No, I was still very young. But then, by the time I turned 4, I learned how to open those handcuffs using the underwire from Grandpa's bra.
I see.
Let's change the subject, shall we?
Do you feel embarrassed when you disclose all these things about yourself?
No. Why? Quite the opposite.
Well, you should.
But this is not really about me. It's about my friend.
Are you quite sure about that? Couldn't it be that this is primarily about you after all? That's nothing to be ashamed of, you know.
Wow, you're good. Everyone else always acts like there's something wrong with that. Can't you just write me a prescription of some kind? Oh, really, all this is taking much too long. While we're chewing the fat here, part of me is already halfway to Elysium, while the other part is still roaming the sewers.
Bravo! That was a very figurative and extremely precise piece of self-analysis. You are making enormous progress. The last thing I want to do now is put you on medication.
Rats, rats, rats! Oh, come on. Just give me a few uppers and we're done.
That is out of the question. First, I need to learn more about your case. Then I will decide whether some kind of drug therapy seems appropriate.
Oh yeah? If you're that keen on seeming appropriate, why are you wearing those pants? I would love to talk about myself again.
Yeah, I don't see how it could be prevented.
Let's see. No.
Well,
I'm not here.
you're expecting results. That's quite... If you have a hard time talking about your problems, we can begin with something else. How about a Rorschach test?
What? You're gonna lock me up in a shack? With a lion?
It's an association game with cards.
Oh, a card game. Fine with me, but don't get your hopes up. I always win at cards because I'm the coolest guy there is. Much more so than my father, for example.
If you say so, let's get started then.
Penis! No, I mean, I'm ready.
So, what do you see in this picture?
Elysium, majestically enthroned high above Deponia.
And that does not worry you? You know the rumors about the Elysians giving the order to blow up Deponia, right?
Do I know them? I started them.
I see. Perhaps we should proceed with the next picture. What do you see here?
A cute little birdie.
You what?
A birdie. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Aw, adorable.
I see.
Was that wrong? In that case, I would like to use my lifeline.
This is not about being right or wrong. It's just that most people see something different in this picture.
Most people are idiots. They wouldn't know a birdie if it crawled up their butt.
I see. Interesting. Let's look at the next picture. What do you see here?
That's me saving the world.
Please be serious, will you?
Hey, what do you mean? You're the one with the funny glasses.
Right, that's it. If you prefer goofing off instead of giving me some serious answers, then you've come to the wrong person.
But I only told you what I saw.
In that case, you should definitely leave. There is no therapy here for people like you. Maybe you should consult an exorcist instead. And please stay away from me. Far away.
Barry, there's somebody at the door.
I heard it.
Chase him off. I need quiet for the cover story. You know, about that idiot who almost got us all killed.
Yeah, I know.
Psst. Rufus, come in. But please be very quiet, okay?
Yerk, as in, it would be most yerksome if I can't find a use for this. There's only one single letter in the typecase. A capital Yerk. Isn't this needed?
No, whatever for. There are hardly any words that contain it, and we already reported on the satyr knuckles in our winter special, Mythological Physical Extremities.
Oh yeah, I think Tony had that issue. Whatever for?
The cover story was about centaurs.
Oh yeah, of course, I remember. Things look black for the Organon. The future is not yet written, at least not on this piece of paper. If my name were Oatcall, I could stamp my initials all over the place now. Too bad. No time for black box testing. If Barry behaves himself, he'll get to type out my biography someday. Hey Barry, why so sad?
Oh, Rufus, it's terrible. Everyone says you aren't a hero. You're an idiot. They say you brought down the end of the world upon us.
Ah, they're just jealous. I'm totally swell, and you know it.
I don't know what to think anymore. I haven't been able to get a single shot of your heroic deeds.
Well, you just aren't as good a photographer as I am.
If only I had just one photo as proof of your selflessness.
Yeah, that would be great for me. You know what? I'll make you a deal. I'll find the subject for another heroic deed, and you'll get your photo. Agreed?
Oh, that would be so great.
I'll be right back. The letter is addressed to Bozo's mama. My dearest honey bunch, I wish you were here with me. What a cheesy open. That's going to cost him some points in my online review. Well, at least we're getting to some action next. Service at the front doesn't seem to be more exact. I stepped on an Organon landmine. Aww. All my love. P.S. Watch out for the mailman. I think he is secretly using our bath. At any rate, I found underwear with his name on it on top of the toilet tank. He looks grumpy. I better not bother him. He looks grumpy. I better not... Wow, look at that! I landed right at the foot of the Upper Ascension Station, the site of the Organon headquarters, and the birth of the last high boat to Elysium. I need to be careful from now on. Well, more careful than usual. This place is crawling with Organons. They're obviously withdrawing from the city. I wonder what they're planning. Maybe I can eavesdrop.
Move! Hurry it up! There are still some crates that are bound for Elysium. No, not that one. It's supposed to go to the 3rd intermediate level.
Yoo-hoo! Hello! Oh, rats. Nobody there. That is the Upper Ascension Station, somewhere up there. The last high boat to Elysium is waiting. What a pity the Organon has their headquarters here of all places. What are the chances I could fight my way through the whole tower to Ascension Customs? 50-50? As long as he's guarding the loading, it could be difficult for me to hide in a crate. I'll have to distract him somehow. According to the label, this one is going to the control level, so not to Elysium. I have to find another crate.
Huh? There's something moving. Hello? Anybody there?
Darn, that lousy spotlight has wrecked my whole plan. Until the guard is distracted, I better stay here in the shadows. As long as he's guarding the loading, it could be difficult for me to hide in a crate. I'll have to distract him somehow. Huh? What's that?
And to conclude today's show, I have a very special treat for you. You all know him, you all love him, and here he is now with his current smash hit, Cowboy Dodo, with Look at Me!
A solar-powered, illuminated sign.
You don't know what you want when you stand, there's no plan except the one with the big old label goals for the future. Cut
What?
you choose,
The blame
do what you
cowboy
want to.
dodo.
We're seeking exclusivity, that's okay, man, for it suits you. Style of life, you're self-sufficient like a cop out with persona. Never pull a thing off sofa, but if you did it be on your own account, you never ask if I should skip every tutorial. You have your own views, never cited any editorial. Well, don't so far, amigo. What's off of your big ego? The only thing that's bugging me is every time that we go. Hey, what's up, bro? You go, why is every moron struck by luck? Why am I stuck in the muck while every jerk is what the look? If you never ask for help and suit yourself with LRB, you wanna know how it's been done? Just look at me. Does it hurt to face the fact? Have your options track a check? Die and act a remedy, just look at me. Did your diopter quadruple? Need your loopholes for your pupil? Is it still too hard to see? Well, look at me. They call me Cowboy Dodo. Cowboy Dodo.
What do you know? The Organon is a Cowboy Dodo fan. Now that he's distracted, I just have to find an open crate, preferably one that will be taken to Elysium, and then it's goodbye Deponia. Pity the goal isn't here. I shouldn't have left her fate in the hands of that stupid other Rufus. Same old story. If you want something done right, do it yourself. I bet those other two are doing as well as me. These idiots.
They call me the cowboy.
There we go. This one is going to Elysium. Oh, darn. It's secured with a combination lock. According to the label, this one is going to the control. So, I have to find another. There we go. This one. Oh, darn. It's secured with a There we go. This one. Oh, darn. I can't get it open as long as there's something on top of it. That's a waste of time. I should find a crate that's going to Elysium. There's no label here. I have to find another crate. Darn! It's too small for me to hide. Oh, darn! It's secure. I have to find another. I can't get it open. That's a waste of time. I should find it. I have to find another. That's a waste. I should find it. Obviously. I bet I'm over. I have to find another. I have to find another. Obviously. Not who cares. I bet I'm a lot closer. I wonder what they're up to. That's a waste of. I should find a crate that's going to Elysium. That's a waste. I should. I have to find it. That's a waste. I'd have to run right through the guard's line of sight. Forget it. I'd have to run right through the guard's line of sight. This is, what? A pacifier? At least, it feels like a pacifier. Somewhat drooly. And, well, pacifier-shaped. Here we go. There. That should shut her up for now. Will you be quiet now? Good. Here we go. Ha! Got it! Here we go. Feels like there's more back there. I feel a draft, and the air is warm and moist. If I rub the stick in this crevice, I might be able to light a fire. All I need is a little kindling. Here we go. I got it! I seem to be really hard to get a... There. The kindling is stuck in the crevice. And now... Hey, sure! I can light a fire this way. Ha-ha! Success! Is there anything I can't set on fire? Say something, Goal. Goal! Uh-oh.